You are welcome to this video as we look at some Ghanaian musicians who had promising talent but their careers ended very early. Now don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
After growing the passion for music and singing by the age of 13, Grace Kaakie Awo Kansi Adodona friend Kaakie or Ghana music scene Nimuno followed her passion by starting to sing at church as a young girl. She grew her talent along the line. Now through the age of 18, then she had developed the confidence to enter into TV singing reality shows like Project Fame in 2009, where she failed to make the cut for the final contestants after the auditioning. She followed it up by entering into Stars of the Future singing reality show, Anna and also organized by Charterhouse, and the Obono Modern Plessy fifth at the end of the competition. And so fortunately for her, that was said to be the start of something door opening for her and her career, because Charterhouse called her after the show and they were like, Kaakie, look, we believe in your talent, you are promising, so we are going to link you up with Jam Master J. Anna Ononsoye, a huge producer in the music industry. She was to be mentored and discovered into the mainstream Ghana music. JMJ will go on to be satisfied by the level of talent Anna Ikra Kaakie until later no osano on a label so Extra Large Music. According to JMJ, Kaakie a wagon of talent and had everything she needed to be a star. Shortly after signing Kaakie onto the label, she hit the ground running by dropping her first single, Too Much, and a co-written by Samini and Stonebwoy. Too Much atop several charts and then remained consistent on the airwaves and was widely accepted. The label quickly followed with other hit singles like Zuchia, Ewo, Toffee Pontang, and among others. By the end of 2013, Kaakie was a leading name in the music scene. She had the airwaves on chokehold and her name was everywhere. She had a remarkable milestone. She went on to win the New Artist of the Year and Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year at the Ghana Music Awards. It's wow how big she became. She was billed on almost every show, and later in 2016, she registered her name on the African continent by getting nominated in the Discovery of the Year category at Wokora All Africa Music Awards. And just when everyone thought she was storming the continent, Kaakie would depart from a label and sever the good relation she had with them and even high-grade family, which was owned by Samini and had Stonebwoy on it at that time. Samini and Stonebwoy, were very instrumental in Kaakie career because most of the songs are Kaakie too, na omona na trauma no. Kaakie was very good at singing and performing, but the best songwriting na the modern mono na ensure until she needed people to write for her. For Extra Large Music, parting ways meant say Kaakie ain't mean performing most of the hit songs are no. She didn't even have the rights to them. Apparently, that clauses be a contract anymore. Now only who assembly. In a statement, she disclosed that I signed a contract and there are clauses in the contract and a lot of them are not favorable to me. So if at the end of the 6 years with these clauses, I'm still not where I want to be, I think I need to advise myself. And it was very simple for me. I was at 20 when I signed the contract. I was from Stars of the Future. Charterhouse took me there. If the clauses were not good then, I want to believe the person who took me there wouldn't have, and I know the person wanted the best for me. With free Extra Large Music, it was a decision that took a toll on her career because she could no longer break the scene with some of the jamming dancehall songs. Most of these songs were written by others and were only performed by him because said Misia Kano, not about performing their way, and so you not afofro na eboano. Though she has the talent to make it on her own, that has sadly not been the case. The once upon a time leader of the dancehall scene went AWOL from the music scene and was nowhere to be found for years. Then so early 2024, she announced that she was going to make a comeback, but she is yet to drop music since then. Generally, people are of the view say her promising career ended right when she left Extra Large Music, and so far we have been proven right. But who knows, we might wake up tomorrow to a very big comeback from her again because originally she had the talent to make it on her own. Now this guy, a proud music scene with his controversial song Jennifer Lumuti featuring Kaakie, her songs drew a lot of comparisons to the popular Ghanaian singer and rapper Castro. Now a high praise man considering Castro's impact, but he wanted to carve his own identity and he set out to do just that with a number of songs including Whistle, which also features Kaakie, and Feeling, which also featured the late dancehall star Ebony. Born to Victoria Bediakon of Kwewu Abetifi and Samuel Ajekum of Kwewu Obomi, all in the eastern region, Kurl Songs, whose true name is Kelvin Ajekum, attended at Abraka Presby JHS and Garden City College. He started singing in his church choir, Grace Aflame Chapel, in 2012, an experience that prepared him as he ventured into the 2013 edition of the music reality show Vodafone Icons, where Oyime J first runner-up. Motivated by the exploits of the reality show, Kurl Songs was confident say another shot at a reality show could be his door opening to stardom. Inti ewo 2016 or try another shot at MTN Hitmaker, which had already led to the rise of some young talents, and Kurl Songs stormed the show and he made the ultimate winner of the competition, even ahead of Kuami Eugene, who he made second runner-up. As a winner, he was placed under the management of highly spiritual music, headed by legendary producer Kewa. With Kewa's experience and in a connection with Ghana music industry, he orchestrated and made sure Kurl Songs had an instant hit because he had the required talent and only needed good coaching. Jennifer Lomuti Efichak and Psych and a dynamite in the music scene, not only because Sena Eyede and I want what in any genre, but also because it had its fair share of controversies that accompanied it. These controversies rather added more popularity to Kurl Songs' name, and not long after, he followed it up with Wisa, which also features Kidi and a feeling and also feature the late dancehall star Ebony. He received good reviews for his songs and performed on a number of big stages, and clearly his career was only up and up. Even for his achievements that year, he was tipped to win an award at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Then so Entimi and Sisa. Entimi and Masano were man Ebememu. In fact, Obabontimbe can say, honestly, getting a VGMA nomination was a miracle for me, and I don't see myself as a loser because I didn't take him an award. Because now Osha, his songs had topped several charts on the Ghana music scene, and it wasn't everybody who was starting that was getting that opportunity. Kurl Songs had a promising start, just like the likes of Kidi, Kuami Eugene and Promise, when they hit the scene at around the same time. But the later happenings would rather go on and retard his growth and surge, unlike some of his peers. Barely a year after he was shooting to stardom with his first single, Kurl Songs opted say obefin a record label. Blaming the record label and said they were staggering his progress even after making a name following his hit singles. He intimated say the label was not allowing him to release songs at the pace he wanted. Every week nanka or the nyom man fans and so intimi manesa with free highly spiritual music and sono that was not devoid of drama and headlines. The singer, even in an interview on Hits FM's morning show with the Dusty, he claimed say he was not being given the needed push by his record label to make him as big as his counterparts Kidi, Kuami Eugene, and Promise, and even Kwesi Arthur. His record label boss Kewa refuted claims stated his disappointment at Kurl Songs for those statements. However, it's been years after Kurl Songs free highly spiritual music, and he's still yet to get another groundbreaking hit song. It clearly Amayo say it was the label machinery that was pushing his career, and it wasn't all about his talent. His upward surge has turned into a continuous downward surge. My fans even wonder where he is right now. Well, months ago he released a single titled Nagodi, before which he had already released a couple of others, which have all failed to gain massive airplays like he used to get years back. In a spotted interview, Kurl Songs said exclusively say the eagerness to do more and the words of people lured him to exit his former label. He stated say, as an artist who was quite young in the industry, he listened to people on how he could mold his craft at a swift pace to meet fans' demand. Okay, say, I can just release a song today and people will be asking, when are you going to release your next song? That made me do a lot of things that I later realized were mistakes, he said. The Jennifer Lomuti hitmaker further indicated say, now he answers say he wants to do more, so he listened to the pressures around him and exited Kewa's label. As a young artist, when you are coming up, the anxiety of doing more can make you take a decision that you realize that you made mistake. And only as your songs admit say the decision say oh free highly spiritual music I'm one a career, they no na man a career abafom. And even wapake wa chose nkebaya anka onsan san no emfa to label ne so nanso said ye nyina enim no amane saa nti efiri ho no said na the songs esitie the brand no wash asia no afi in performance and in the career no agi egu kra. Born Eugene, Ediana nipa bebrede nim no aye Wisa Gried or Ghana music scene mo. Smo Bekaya back in 2015, if you heard the term Kaakie, you knew said there was a popular song that went with that term. Yes, the guy has songs like Koko, Minchebo, and Kaakie becoming widely accepted by the masses. As prolific as his pen game was, coupled with his undeniable skill in singing in his native Ga language, it was not in doubt say now Wisa was meant to be a star. By virtue of the ability say no ultimate composing now autonomous and appealing melodies in the Ga language, was first widely accepted by the Ga communities. Almost supporting and almost pushing till the whole nation paid attention. Shortly after his massive hit Kaakie, even without a label, he was fortunate to have Sir Kodie featuring on a remix to that song. That remix was an instant hit. It had instant acceptance and it topped several charts and was all over the place. Wisa got nominated even in the subsequent Ghana Music Awards UK in the Best New Artist category. Fast forward in December 2015, he was booked for almost every big show nationwide. One of these shows was the December to Remembered show that was organized by CTFM. Wisa gave the audience an energetic performance, and for what was supposed to be a memorable experience, for all the good reasons, Wisa would rather go on and mar it and give himself a bad name by showing his manhood on stage. Yes, Okoye in the BB was staging, so getting to the end of his performance. Yes, you heard me right. Emisena film kakrana na branti nyano na eya fanetimo. He became more popular after the show for all the negative reasons, but this popularity would rather go on not to sustain his career. He had to deal with the situation in court where he was charged with indecent exposure. The back and forth and in and out of court got a better part of him, and it's time for creating more music. Fans are not much as yes or more penasem, and who were falling in love with his craft got disappointed along the line. And by the time he got out of the issues surrounding his demeanor on stage, he had lost the majority of the fans that were winning. Years later, Wisa Gried has released a lot more music, but is still yet to live up to the expectations, as none of them has come close to the hits he had in the initial stages of his career.